What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NREMT Survival Study Guide. In this lesson, we're talking about one of the weirdest and most stressful parts of the registry, CAT testing. Not this kind of cat above me. CAT stands for Computer Adaptive Testing. And if you ever heard someone say, I walked out feeling like I completely failed, this is probably why. Today, we're going to break down what CAT testing is, why the NREMT feels so weird, and how you can stay calm when the test starts messing with your confidence. CAT means the test adapts based upon how you answer as the student. That means your exam is not exactly the same as everybody else's exam. If you answer a question correctly, the test may give you a harder question next time. If you answer incorrectly, it may adjust and give you something slightly different, easier, harder, doesn't really understand it, okay? The test is trying to figure out your ability level. It's not just counting how many questions you get right. It's trying to determine whether you are above or below the passing standard. Now, obviously, there's not some creepy dude in the dark room watching you take the exam. At least, I don't think so. Okay? But the computer is evaluating your performance the entire time. The NREMT is asking, can this person make safe EMT level decisions? Not, can this person perfectly memorize every sentence in the textbook? That distinction matters. The test wants to know if you can function safely as an entry-level EMT. This is where a lot of students panic. They get a hard question and immediately think, oh no, I'm failing. Not necessarily. Harder questions can sometimes mean that the test thinks you're doing well enough to challenge you. Now don't get too cocky and assume every hard question means you're passing. But also, don't panic. The difficulty going up and down is normal. That's literally how the adaptive testing works. Here's the honest truth. Most people walk out of registry testing feeling terrible. That doesn't automatically mean you failed. Adaptive testing is designed to push you. It wants to find the edge of your knowledge. So yes, you may see questions that make you question every life choice that led you want to be EMS. That's completely normal. Your job is not to feel amazing during the test. Your job is to stay calm, keep reading carefully, and keep choosing the safest EMT level answer. Another thing students obsess over is the question count. I got cut off early. Did I pass? I don't know. I went all the way to the end, 120 questions. Did I fail? My friend only got 70 questions. I got more. Am I doomed? Am I cooked, chat? Stop doing that to yourself. Question count alone does not tell you if you passed or failed. A short test does not automatically mean you passed. A long test does not automatically mean you fail. The computer stops when it has enough confidence to make a decision. In my years of teaching, I've seen students pass 70 questions. Some people pass at 120. I've seen them pass at 112, 97. Okay? When I took my registry 14 years ago, I got cut off at 70 questions at 25 minutes and I passed. Just calm down. This test absolutely punishes panic though. Okay, the NREMT will punish panic. Not because it's trying to be mean, but because panic makes you do dumb things. You start rushing. You stop reading the full question. You miss the words like first, best, most appropriate, or accept. You change answers you should have trusted. You start inventing details that are not in that question. That is where students lose points they should have earned. Don't change your answer unless you're 100% confident it needs to be changed. Memorization matters, but is not enough. You can memorize normal vital signs all day long, but if you can't recognize a sick patient, the NREMT is going to expose that. This test is built around decision making. Patient assessment matters. Priorities matter. Safety matters. And your ABCs matter. The goal is not to become a trivia machine. The goal is to get you to think like an EMT. So, how do you beat the CAT testing? You slow down. You trust your basics. You stick to the algorithm. You ask, is the scene safe? Is the airway open? Is the patient breathing adequately? Do they have signs of shock? Are they stable or unstable? What can I do now as an EMT? And when in doubt, choose the safest answer that fits the EMT scope. Not the fanciest answer, not the most dramatic answer, the safest appropriate answer. Here's what I want you to take away from this lesson. CAT testing feels weird because it is weird. But weird does not mean impossible. Thousands of regular people pass this exam every year. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be safe, consistent, and able to think through patient care priorities. So when the exam gets hard, don't panic. When the question count changes, don't spiral. Stay locked in, read the question, find the priority, think like an EMT. Train hard, study smart, save lives.